Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card just to dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Pisceans out there. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you could lean in on, which is always very interesting. But let's get this first card out here. What's up with Pisces? My gods and Spirit Team. Please and thank you. All right, that card popped out real quick. Wow, the Femme Fatale shows up once again. Now, I was saying this in another reading. I believe it was the Taurus reading, that the Femme Fatale rarely shows up. This is the second time I'm seeing her this week, so it's a very intriguing type of vibe here. Okay, there's a mix of beauty, sexiness, danger going on with this card. A lot for us to dissect. Now, before we do, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you would kindly look up and do some research on the metaphysical properties of pyrite crystal, I have one right here in this box. Acquire one for yourself and use that pyrite to do some crystal healing on that like button. You know I appreciate you, Pisces. Into the reading we go, though. Enough of the plugs there. The Femme Fatale character, look at the symbolism here. It's a beautiful woman in red. She's holding that rose with thorns. There's also Venus flytraps on this card. So to me, this does represent something that may appear to be beautiful, alluring, but could also have a little air of danger. Beware of traps when this card shows up as well. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger or anything like that. This also gives me the vibe of somebody with a lot of confidence, very similar to the Queen of Wands. So maybe you're feeling like the Femme Fatale in this time, right? Super confident, sexy, beautiful. So your self-confidence and self-worth could be highlighted in this time. But also know that there could be some temptation around you that you need to watch out for. Let's get into tarot. We're going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then we will intuitively clarify. And I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. Sometimes it links in, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a little footnote for us. Let's go. What do we got for Pisces? So, last week's reading was an interesting one. It was titled A Serious Truth. Now, I always try to keep these titles as simple as possible. And I do believe, like, it could have been you seeing the truth of a matter, seeing the truth of a situation, having an honest conversation with somebody. Could have been on the table. There's been a lot of up and down types of energies for the Pisces readings recently. I know I saw an ending a couple of weeks ago. I also saw a positive one. So only take it how it hits for you. You know nothing's ever set in stone. This could be your energy or other people. Let's get these 3 cards out. Quick. That card popped out super fast. Okay, we do have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a good card. I love to start a reading with a card like this. Let's keep it moving, though. It's a very giving, equal, balanced type of card. And we still do have a lot to go, but all right, we do have the 8 of Swords, so complete opposite energy of what we got here in the front. We're going to get one more going, Pisces, and we'll really start breaking this down. We have the Death card on the back end. Okay, don't get nervous about that Death card. Okay, this is not about physical death. It's more about the cycles of life. So Pisces, first glance, this is a very interesting spread. A lot of different energies and nuance for us to take a look at. So just go with the flow here, my friends. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy intuitive messages. So in position number 1, like I said, this 6 of Pentacles is a very positive card to me. It's a good card. Okay, it's Libra-like energy because of the scales on it. And when I see this card, I think of giving. This is a charitable type of energy. It talks about equality, equal give and take. Like if you give this much, another person will match that. But when I see this card, I think of giving, all right? Giving of yourself, giving of assets. You get what I mean. So we'll have to see. This is also a card of gift giving as well. So we really want to clarify that and see what it's about. Since it is a pentacle card, it could speak about work, money situations. You could be flinging those pentacles around. But in position number 2, we got the 8 of Swords. This is a bit of a high-strung type of energy. It's a high-strung type of card. This could be somebody that feels trapped or imprisoned or cornered even. But when I see this card, I think of stress, anxiety, nervousness. So we're going to want to see what that's about. Now, the positive of this card, because all cards have positives and negatives, is this is a fleeting type of energy. This isn't an energy of permanence, right? So if you are really wound tight, if you're going through a lot of things, if you're on edge, this energy is fleeting and you can free yourself from it, especially if you're wound tight. Now, back to that Six of Pentacles, the negative energy of that card is someone giving too much of themselves or their energy. But moving to the back end of this spread, we have one of the most powerful cards in the whole entire tarot deck, the Death card. Now, this could just represent a Scorpio in your life, right? So if you have a prominent Scorpio, they could be showing up here. And when I see the Death card, I think of, yes, the cycles of life. So beginnings, endings, things that are always evolving. To me, this is more of like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So you might be urged or wanting to remake yourself in some sort of way or start a new cycle of life when this card shows up. Yes, it can talk about endings and beginnings, and we've been seeing those sprinkled in the past couple of weeks. But like I said, the Death card is also one of the strongest karmic cards. So it could speak about karmic rewards, it could speak about karmic debts, it could speak about karmic retribution. We're just going to have to see what's up. So with all that being said, let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for the Pisces collective. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And yes, Pisces, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages off this spread that you want to give to Pisces, you just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. Let's see what's up with that Six of Pentacles here, because this is an interesting one. What's up with that Six of Pentacles? Hierophant. This feels good to me. Another powerful card, a very sturdy card. This could be an individual that's a rock in your life, so to speak. That could also represent a Taurus, and I do feel like a lot of you could be receiving some sort of gift here. Absolutely. And even though it is the Hierophant and it talks about day-to-day life, monotony, things of that sort, this is somebody that is extremely generous showing up here in the front end. Like, so there might be somebody that shares their generosity with you in some sort of way. Okay, do with that what you will. So some of you could be receiving a surprising or unexpected gift. That's the one thing I was saying. Or this could just represent a really good person in your corner, or that could be coming into your corner. Somebody that wants to help. All right, so if you've been going through a tough time, there might be somebody that emerges that wants to help you in some sort of way. Or like I said, this could be some sort of gift, whether it's a gift from spirit, whether it's a physical gift from a person. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. I'm not going to overcomplicate the message. Of course, it could be other things. For some of you, if you're watching this for love and relationships, this could be like a rock solid, firm relationship. Very equal, balanced, and loving. So this is nice. But let's see what's up. Whether that's something you have, whether that's something you're craving. And you know, I don't just do these readings for love, but that could translate. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Swords. For some of you, it could be like a long-lasting situation where you can make some good money. I'm not going to go too deep on this, all right? Because I feel like I'm just giving message after message. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Swords. Where's that Eight of Swords here for Pisces? Yeah, and you know what? I'm seeing this with like so many different signs this week. Like people living in the past, people caught up in the past, stressing about the past. Like, if I could have only done this different, or, you know, I wish I could have done this, or I should have done that. There's no point in stressing about that, Pisces. We have the Six of Cups in the upright underneath this Eight of Swords. Now, this is one of two things for me. With the Hierophant and the Six of Cups both showing up in this spread, there could be somebody that you have a very long-term link with showing up in this spread that could be very high-strung. They could be very nervous about something or just anxious, feeling cornered, right, with a lot on their shoulders. But with this Eight of Swords, Six of Cups, there's really nothing you could do about the past. Right? Or maybe that's something you need to tell somebody close to you. Like, listen, there's nothing you could do about it now. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't kick yourself about it now, because if we could all go back and change some things, we would. And this has been a theme I've been seeing for a lot of different signs, like people wanting to go back and change the past about something. Okay? I mean, take from it what you will, but that's what's showing up. And to keep it simplistic, it could just be somebody that's like very nervous or high strung. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to see what's up with that Death card. And then I'll give you a quick recap. Interesting. because I feel like we could be speaking about a lot of different things, but there's also little energies interwoven that kind of bring it all together. Let's see what's up with that death card before we get the recap in the shadow. Why is death here? Why is death here? Thank you. 3 cups in reverse. Interesting. And yeah, and I got a similar, like, Pisces, I will say this, you might be feeding off the emotions of others in this time in a big, big way. Because in your spread, aside from this very first part, you're picking up a lot of big themes that I've been seeing through the earth signs, through the air signs, and even the fire signs. 3 cups in reverse underneath this death card, okay? Feeling very heavy about something, or this could be somebody you're connected to that is going through a heavy karmic cycle and shift. All right, this is somebody possibly going through a very uncomfortable change showing up here. All right, so do with that what you will. That's just the vibe I'm catching, because the 3 of Cups is usually happy, joyous, merriment. When it's in reverse, you get what that means, right? This could be somebody tempted to overindulge in things. When I see it in reverse underneath this death card, it's somebody either going through a tough karmic cycle shift or change, or somebody that's going to be paying a karmic debt. Okay, so do with that what you will, Pisces. And I feel like a lot of these energies you could be soaking up from those around you. So just know that, like, in this time, your empathy could be extra high strung. And I know I made that little joke in the beginning about looking up the metaphysical benefits of pyrite, but you might want to do that if you want to guard your energy. Look into some crystal healing. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Position number 1, obviously the big highlight, the best part of this spread. 6 of Pentacles, Hierophant. Beautiful energy. For some of you, it could be a long-term situation where you can make some good money. To me, this felt like a very stabilizing force or individual that can do real good in your life, that can help calm things down and make things better. Could be someone who's already in your life. But another vibe I was getting here is like an unexpected or surprising gift, all right? Whether that's from spirit, whether that's a material gift. A lot of you could be presented with something. In the center, we have the 8 of Swords with the 6 of Cups. Somebody that you were closely tied with or have known for a very long time is really on edge, really pressurized here, nervous, anxious, you know the deal. But another vibe I'm catching here is somebody wanting to go back and change the past, wanting to go back and do something different. So it's very important in this time that you don't live in the past, don't reminisce too much, and just know what energy is affecting you. Like, know what's yours, know what's somebody else's. On the very back end, we have the Death card with the 3 of Cups in reverse. To me, this is an uncomfortable change or somebody working themselves through a karmic cycle, and I don't necessarily feel like it's you. I mean, it could be. If you're going through a tough time, it's meant to be for some reason. Like, you can't make diamonds without pressure. Right? And that's the vibe I'm catching here. It could also be somebody paying a karmic debt. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you 1 shadow card here. I'm going to see what's going on for the Pisceans. And I do just feel like your empathy could be sky high in this time. So please protect your energy. I'm going to get you 1 shadow card. What's in the shadows for Pisces, please? And we're using the Shadowland Tarot. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. What's in the shadows? Thank you. All right, we do have the Sun card, and I do feel like this is a bit of optimism, even though it's showing up in the shadows, and I feel like it ties in to what we were seeing last week about honesty, truth, revelation, seeing things clearly. Now, when the Sun shows up in the shadows, this could represent a Leo that may have left a mark on you in some sort of way. You might need to do some shadow work in regards to that. However, this is the most positive card in the whole entire tarot deck. So I just feel like mainly this is Spirit saying like, hey, if there's any issues that you feel like you need to work through, now's a good time to do it, right? Because when we look in the shadow side, we're looking at the darker side of every card. This card is good whatever way you put it. Watch out for ego, of course. Don't get too cocky. Don't get too full of yourself with the Sun in the shadows. But now is a good time to cast light on issues that are within you. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.